Hello, it's me, CGD. The time is 23:39, 24th of the 6th, 2010. This piece is called The Gangs of UK First, then Internationally. The British leg of this operation is concentrating initially on the context of the 500,000 kids that is estimated to be involved in gang culture and gang crime. It's the intention of the prison officers to bring them under, let's say, scrutiny and justice by an illegal practice, by using databases on the information of the gangs initially in their names, be it whatever they're called, Brixton Mafia or whatever, it doesn't really matter, and profiling not only the name but the members that are in it. It's the intention of HMP Brixton Prison and its prison officers, past, present and future, to have these gangs brought to justice. But there is a legal problem because some of these kids are below the age of responsibility, so it's not quite clear what will happen to them if they're brought in to justice on gang culture crimes or gang culture conspiracies. It's the intent of HMP Brixton Prison to fabricate evidence against these kids, being that they don't believe that these kids are legally aware. This is a form of entrapment to get them brought to justice illegally, and once they're either in custody or wherever they are, their potential members will be targeted and hooked up to this satellite computer programs. Because they live in the low end of offending, they'll be out back on pavement, as they call it, or on the road, and they're looking for their contacts to see where their contacts leads them to, whether it's higher up in the rank in the criminal organisations or lower down. It doesn't really matter to these prison officers. It's the intention of them, these prison officers, to rob these kids of their minds and consciousness, which is a human rights issue. It's also a violation against their parents. Their parents will go mad. These prison officers don't care. These prison officers of HMP Brixton Prison, past, present and future, they think they can force this onto the British government for them to take liability and responsibility for this. But no one issued them orders directly to do this project. They took it upon themselves. They chose to make a conscious decision to go after these kids and any form of criminality. Now, these kids in the UK, 500,000, are dispersed all over the place, but they built up a profiling system of the network itself and where they lead to, i.e. where they go to get their drugs, firearms, who's involved with what end of criminality, where the money might be laundered. Some of this is well documented on Wikipedia, and you can see it there. So the information is there in public domain. What is not there is the motive why HMP Brixton Prison are doing this, and this prison officers past, present and future. They want more prisons built, but particularly with access to this technology that they're using. They want it installed in these new prisons because they really know they have planning consent to have this in new prisons. It's the intention of HMP Brixton Prison, its prison officers, past, present and future, to manipulate the justice system, to have these prisons built with these technology in it, and to have their families and friends get jobs through this basis. They will initially start off at Brixton Prison and go through a training program, a sophisticated training program of how to use this technology and what to do with it and how to accumulate, collect the data that they're using for profiling of past, present and future crimes. It's the intention of HMP Brixton Prison to not only hook up these kids, but gangs per se, particularly in South London, the Yardies. The Yardies are very high on their priority. If the Yardies don't get a grip of themselves, they're going to have to do something about the prison officers of HMP Brixton Prison, because they're in serious jeopardy, because they're very, very high on the list of priorities. And the reason why I know is allegedly I have had informal contacts on one or two occasions in my life with them, but nothing's ever come of it. It's amazing really how these profiling and databases work that HMP Brixton Prison have. The plan is to conspire to get more jobs and get prisons built so they can provide the course of justice on behalf of the prison officers and past, present and future of HMP Brixton Prison and their family and friends. This is the worst form of corruption involving prison officers. How do they access this information? What databases are they breaking into? What official secrets acts are they breaking into to get this information? More importantly, who is assisting them and providing the initial groundwork, planning and filing before these events? These people, the kids, the Yardies, Colombians, the Triads, the Cuzos, the Peruvians, Brazilians, even the Italian mafia, any form of serious organised criminality is being targeted by the prison officers of HMP Brixton Prison, past, present and future. But if the gangs want to deal with this situation, it's the present they have to think about. Deal with the present, let the rest sort itself out in court. Thank you.